Hi, dear loves. I'm Nicole, and it's so good to see you. It's so good to be seen. And so, we are starting our spiritual guidance for December. December 2016. Yay, it's here. And I am really excited about December because through all of the visions I've been receiving, it's a huge month for healing. Not so much starting new projects, I feel like this is a wrap up. And for all of the healing that's happening behind the scenes, closed doors, the inner work that you're doing, keep it up. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. Remember, dear loves, we are spiritual beings first, and we are living an earthly existence and experience. And you get this one beautiful life to live, right? We all do. And then we ascend on, and we don't come back in this lifetime. So if I could put anything in your soul right now, it is that we get one beautiful life to live. And let that be your focus, your motivation to heal, to move forward from abuse, neglect, from the sadness, from the fear of you can't do this in this lifetime, you can't serve your soul mission. All of that fear and hesitation, let it stay in 2016. And as you move forward into 2017, bring that reality check that I'm human and I'm going to live my life. My life is my adventure. And you know what? I'm going to move forward and I'm going to grab my happiness and I'm going to enjoy myself the best I can. Okay, so we begin December, I feel, with strong inner healing energy. These are self-talks that we've been having, and we're going to continue to have that. This is self-development. And so this is a great time to begin inner work with someone else, with a professional resource, through coaching, therapy, psychoanalysis, through psychiatric help, through all of those beautiful healers that are earth angels that are intent on helping us all evolve in this lifetime. And with that whole first weekend, the first 3 days, I really feel this is that energy to really seek out that long-term ambitious track in finances, in your career. So that vision that comes to you, that energy that says, I'm climbing the ladder. I am seeking a higher status in my community and my romantic relationship, and especially in your career. So I feel, hang on to that, because you're very grounded, you're very close to your situation, but you're very aware of the truth of your situation coming into December, I feel. This is an energy that I feel very strongly that we're going to have to work at seeing the other person's point of view and just being able to say, okay, and listening to body language, listening to how your body interacts with the other person, whether that other person is a coworker, a romantic partner, a child, your parents, siblings, neighbors, vendors, clients. And then I feel we move into the second week with, we're feeling the freedom. We come in really healing and really growing in our confidence, and then there's a really feeling of freedom of expression and really expressing our eccentric side And that can be in hairstyles, clothing. You might look in the mirror that morning, the second week of December, and say, I'm going to try my hair a little differently. I'm going to style it differently. And there's individuality there. Be aware that Mercury is going retrograde. So I don't feel too encouraged about going drastic, because you're going to feel it, okay? But, I just feel hold off on it so that you are aware that if you do make that drastic choice, that there's the shock factor is there, okay? Aquarius is here, and Venus is in Aquarius, so that is beauty, and that's money too. And so this isn't a time to gamble away anything, and to really take a sound risk, okay? So if you feel really antsy, I gotta take a risk. If you can afford to purchase $1 scratch off or something like that, but not to bet the life's earning or, your whole savings account on anything. And stay away from those infomercials and I'm seeing a lot of the commercials on Instagram, the ads and all of that. So just be a little mindful of Mercury going retrograde. And Mercury, is a little mischievous. Mercury likes to, Mercury watches, and Mercury's sneaky. So before you know it, it's like, oh my gosh, what happened to my email account? And then technology, the futuristic aspect of it is there, and this is the shock factor. So just be aware of the surprises, but I really feel like those small gifts of, just a hug or a compliment are really well received, and it makes you feel good too, that, oh my gosh, for example, my little Aquarius baby said, Mama, gray is your color. Now that just did it to me, okay? So, and he's 5. So, gray is our higher consciousness, and I reveled in that, and it felt good, and it felt good to him to see Mommy smile and to hug. That kind of gift of giving and receiving, that unconditional love, is really well received, I feel. So this is a love of that quirkiness and that non-traditional feeling, and you want to shake it up kind of energy. But also this is a not so clingy energy. So if your partner is feeling a little, need to strike out, and do something different, try a different activity, different type of exercise, or just needing to go for a walk now alone, it's not necessarily, a case of him or her cheating on you or going to have an affair or whatever the case is, or being deceptive. With that energy, it is a need to strike out and explore what we're feeling inside that creates a sense of freedom and individuality. So moving into the end of the second week, I really feel this is a think outside of the box. This is healing more energy from the past. And so those, past lives energy is going to come in. And this is karmic, so you're going to feel that entanglement, This is a great time for chakra cleansing, and you will see that in our December readings, okay? So we will go through that for each sun, moon, your rising or ascendant, which is the same energy. And cusp signs as well. We'll go through individual chakras that Spirit calls for us to cleanse. And so then, there's a really big energy there that encourages us to try alternative medicine, different healing modalities, tapping, EFT tapping, where you are tapping your meridians, your pressure points, okay? As a massage therapist, I'm very, very aware of this. okay? And you just, find your points, okay? And also acupuncture, massage, chiropractic, sound therapy, animal therapy, hydrotherapy, all of those things really feel good coming into December. And this is also, remember, this is a huge wave of healing energy, of healing, how you've lived your life, under what philosophies and principles, and how you've been taught about marriage, about behavior. You can absolutely change behavior, and we do it all the time in our coaching sessions. And there are certain tools and techniques that I've learned through the years that I use myself, that work, that are proven, and that things that I research and test before I suggest or introduce it to our clients. So, and also our clients suggest. So it's a big deal. This is self-development. And be reminded that you really want that breakthrough to come through, because it is deeply within and always has been. It's just a matter of you being able to pull it out with the right resource and often the right professional confidant. Then we have our full moon in Gemini, social butterfly, Geminis. I love you so much. Oh, I love you. This is awesome. And this is that rise of energy that I'm feeling. This is that what's missing? Where is the fun missing in my life? So remember, you have that shadowy energy. We all do. You're gonna see it come out, and that understanding of just really being able to be who you are, and needing that intellectual conversation, I feel, and yeah. So we'll go more into that. Let me see. I think I feel something here that needs to be said on that Gemini energy. So let's just look really quick here. Yeah, that's it. That, there's a sense of innocence that is that rise. It's the base of the rise, right? And then it just goes boom. It packs a wallop of energy of just socializing and just very fun. And so keep that, wherever that's missing, you'll feel it. Remember, Mercury's still retrograde, so there is a sense of being careful and a need to be careful there. But then as we get to, I feel the week of the 18th of December, we have that our will, our sense of vitality, and even our ego and our higher self really begins to shine in this grounded, earthy energy of Capricorn. And there's stoic energy. There's more serious energy. And really, we've already begun that mental and that communicative meeting of minds and all of that long-term inner workings and beginnings of, where we're taking this, our ambition and our strong will mentality forward in the beginning of December. And then around the 21st, we start feeling, okay, get your mind right energy, and stand up for yourself right now energy. And it really is an energy that, you're going to want to feel, no, this is how I feel, and this is what I'm doing energy. And so this is, you're going to be having those inner dialogues, and I encourage you to have those self-talks of, all right, Nikki, get your mind right. Get your mind right, reaffirm, and what are our affirmations? You're going to have those self-talks, in the morning. It may be verbally you may project it out, or you may keep it internal, but you're going to look at yourself and you're going to say, no, I feel confident in this path, and I don't want to let anyone stop me, and I feel really confident. I'm going for it. Okay, so just remember that this just is a very stand up for yourself energy. Elongate your spine and really seek that inner power and that inner goddess, and do these exercises. This helps me so much. The breath, okay, that breath ignites that fire in our root chakra, and it simply is forces that energy down to your base, your root chakra, your foundation, grounds you, and you feel it, okay? You really do feel it. Deep breath in. Or it's as simple as that, okay? And everyone can do that. Because then we move into this slower energy, and it's leading up to the moment of success. And this is hard work, so be determined to really do the healing work, to transition into your higher self and get ready for 2017. Then I just feel like by the 24th, we're really feeling the structure, the laws, the workings of your job, rather, your home. Could be church, religious affiliation, could be any membership or anything like that. That is a structure, group. But it is somewhere that you are interacting every day or most of your days. And it really does allow, it calls for that quirky, unorthodox, non-traditional appeal. So thinking outside of the box, we've already been there, and you're bringing that understanding into that weekend, I feel. And I feel like that helps you thrive. It really helps you flourish. And I feel like there's an ability to really crush meetings and really be that one in the brainstorming sessions that is like, everyone's looking at you like, whoa, he or she is on top of their stuff right now, and wrapping up projects in a really nice way, I feel. So remember that coming into the end of December, again, we're feeling that test and difficulties of healing energy that began in the beginning of December, I feel. And so there's that really difficult week at the end of December. And again, even though we have the new moon in Capricorn, because Mercury is retrograde, and there's some tough energy right there, I really don't feel starting anything new outwardly. I feel like this is an inner working, and this is getting you right for 2017. So there is there's a big test. There are difficulties that will surface from within, and because we've got our life experiences there that are telling us what our limitations are, we're having that struggle of fears and restrictions. This is a time to ask ourselves, how can we heal the past hurts? How can we heal issues of trust? How can we heal issues of feeling disrespected? How can we feel healed from toxicity, abuse, abandonment? How can we heal this lack of value we have for ourselves? How can we improve upon our own feeling about ourselves? How can we self-love, okay? And how can we manage that energy? How can we heal from being chronically single when we truly want to be married? There's a difference between being okay with being single at that moment in your life and living a lie of saying, I'm okay with being single. So there's a difference there. And how can you heal from within that says, I'm not okay with being single, and I really do want to allow love in my life. And so what is that saying about me? And how can I open myself up to that unconditional love and receive it? How can I not be chronically unable to commit? This is a really big healing energy. And this is the thing. The end of the month at this time, around in the week of the 25th, around the 27th, the 28th, it really is a necessary breakthrough that we have to go through. So you will feel, that push into being vulnerable, and please allow that to happen. Because in relationships, okay, for example, when you are with your significant other, you're with your partner in the home, you live together or you don't, you still have to be there for your partner, your spouse. You still have to be there for yourself, right? But you're still healing on a major level. Major spiritual effort is being called for. And so how do you do that while still being able to communicate? I need a little space. I am feeling a little vulnerable right now, but I'm going to be okay. Or, baby, I know you want to help me. And right now, I really would love a hug. Or I would really love to take a walk by myself if you would watch the kids. If you are a single parent, what is it that you need from your kids? Okay, if you need those moments of healing so that you don't blast out in a way that you regret, how can you deal with this push, this tremendous surge of I need to heal? But I also have to be there because they are my life. They are a part of my life experience. So how can I still go to work? Still heal? I still have to be that account manager. Still have to be that customer service representative. I have to show this face in front of everybody 8 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours a day when I really feel like, balling up like a hedgehog. You really want to just not be customer service oriented at that time. You just don't want to have that smile because it's fake, and you don't want to do that. So this is a time for you to think of, really look deeper within and really think of those ways that Spirit is really showing you. You're thinking of it because you're using your intuition. It's already there. So then you're pulling from your solar plexus into your thought process. Okay, so there's that connection. There's a strong connection there. And yeah, so let your question be, while living your day, how can you continue to thrive in your relationships, whatever those relationships are? But don't forget, the most important relationship is with yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. Encourage that in your children as well. That's a part of helping them understand their value. Okay, that's big. Help them understand that at school, they are their most important person. They are to be respected, and they are to give respect. And to understand that exchange and what that means, because they'll tell you, they will be, they're smart. They're smart. Babies are smart, and they understand that mom and dad are not at school with them, and that they have to be held to a responsible status where they are, and they have to follow that structure. So they're understanding too, their own healing and inner process, and helping them do that is helping them understand and appreciate and learn their own self-respect, their own value, and how to thrive as future adults and future leaders. Okay? So then, that freedom of expression and that shock factor and that volcano that is just exhilarating energy takes over, and that freedom and that originality and that mental studies and reaching above and beyond and seeing that next big thing, it's electric, it is spontaneous, and it's that visionary energy, and it's a strong need for change happens on the 29th, and it's around the new moon. But again, let it be an inner working, because it's very grounded energy. And I encourage you to look at the December readings again for your sun, your moon, your rising and ascendant, because Spirit will have showed us chakras that we can focus on during that time. And remember that breathing. And you are absolutely stabilizing your core, your abdomen, your tummy. And that's where your solar plexus is. And here's the beautiful thing, is you draw energy from your intuition, right? Which is your gut instinct, which is that, I don't know why, but I just got to do it. I'm feeling pulled to do it. I don't want to be in this toxic relationship. I don't want to be doing a 9-to-5. I want a career. I want what my dream is. I want to live my vision. I don't want to be really committed to anyone right now. I'm loving my single life. I just want to be dad to my children, or I just want to be mom to my children, or I don't have children. I don't want to be held down right now. I want to soar. Whatever that is really being pulled from your sacral chakra, which is your emotions and your feelings. Okay, so this is really key. And then your base and your root chakra, which is your foundation. So you're feeling that energy, that rise. You feel it physically, okay? And it is really grounding, and it really is pumping up your inner warrior, okay? It's a very empowering practice. And being aware of your energy, that's what it is, prana. And it is rising. And you feel it. Honey, you feel it. So I encourage you to do it. I encourage all of everyone, every spiritual superstar watching this video, share it with your friends. Share it with your partners. Do this with your in your committed partnerships. Do it. If you're dating and you really are digging this person and you're feeling them, and take their hands and and ask them, can I show you something? Are you willing to do something? And that is striking out and being quirky and unorthodox and spontaneous. Just if you feel it, do it, and see what comes of it. Just that chemistry that you do it with them, and they may be a little nervous. You may be a little nervous, but honey, you feel it. Trust me on that one. So, yeah. So, have that vision, because at the end of the month, on that new moon in Capricorn, it is very ambitious vision, and you're very grounded in your vision. Take that vision and that ambition and that determination into your new year, okay? And then, eclipse season begins very soon in 2017, and I've shared with you before how special eclipse season is. I have manifested my careers, my businesses, my twin flame, my soulmate relationships with an S, have manifested in eclipse seasons, and it is just a beautiful time. And so, be reminded of the healing and everything else that Spirit allowed me to channel for December, because that's what I feel, and I feel it very strongly. Okay, so absolutely. Well, let me remind you again to view our sun, moon, rising, and ascendant, and cusp signs as well. And just as a reminder what that means, our sun sign is the day that we were born. That's the sun sign, or zodiac sign, or astrological sign that we go by. On the day we were born, you say, oh, you were born on January 1st, and you say, oh, I'm a Capricorn. That would be your sun energy. And our sun is our vitality, and it is our personality, and it's how we go about our day-to-day, and our life experience is really motivated by that part of our persona. Okay, so it leads us, and our ascendant or rising sign is how we are perceived, how people look at us, how we are received, how we project ourselves out in relationships. We may feel that we are pretty conservative, but someone else may look at us, they may receive us as being really spontaneous and adventurous and fiery, so we may have a rising and ascendant sign as Aries, may be very pioneering, and we start off things and quick to do it, and we care about our image and our physical body. We care about our health and our family. Fierce, mama and papa bears. But inside, we may feel, I'm conservative. I'm a wallflower. So we may really feel that energy from our moon sign, but we're being received from our rising and ascendant. So our moon sign is our feelings and our emotions. So, for example, I may feel the need to really be grounded and romantic and really sensual, and needing that, the aromatherapy and the candlelight and soft music, and being, romanced. And so grounded in reality, artistic expression. So my moon sign, I may be feeling internally towards Taurus energy. But, someone may look at me, and in our interaction, our dialogue, our relationship, they may see me as being more serious and stoic and, really ambitious, but taking it one step at a time, but very determined. So they may see me, my rising sign, it may be Capricorn energy. That type of balance is who we are. And I encourage you to look at your sun, moon, rising, ascendant, and cusp signs. Cusp sign is if we're born in between two sun energies. For example, I'm seeing Pisces and Aries. So we may be Pisces, Aries, cusp, and we're born right here in the middle, or I should go like this, right here, go like that, right here, this is where we're born, and then we've got Pisces and Aries, and so we're right there pulling from both energies, and you got that switch up energy going on, and it's beautiful. So absolutely. Well, dear loves, I was going to tell you to go to Cafe Astrology. Annie is her name, and I absolutely love her. I think that she's brilliant in her natal and birth charts, and that's how you can find out what your rising ascendant signs are, your moon signs are, and your sun signs are, as well as a whole bunch of other beautiful information. I absolutely love her website, and she's just one of the ones that I really, really admire. I admire her work. So definitely kudos and hats off to Cafe Astrology, and it's free. It's a huge, huge birth chart that tells you about yourself, and it's free. And I think that it's very accurate. I feel her energy and have for years. Very, very accurate. And I feel really good about that. So, absolutely, let me just put one other reminder. Is this right here. Let me get out of the way so you can read that. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Okay? Remember, the energy is not so much beginning fresh starts, but really allowing that inner work to take over so that you can manifest it. So this is a lot of healing energy, and enjoy your process. I won't lie to you. I never will, okay? I just can't. I can't. And when I did, I used to lie. I used to lie as a child. I stole my father's car one time, and I sure did. And I lied about it. And you know what? And someone broke into the car, crashed the window, and he was out on vacation. And he asked me, Nicole, watch my house, watch the car, just move it. But just start the engine. He was in Tibet, okay? In Tibet for a month with the monks, okay? And I'll never forget that. And he said, Nicole, don't drive that car. I'm like, all right, And I drove it. And I went over my fiance's house at the time. And we woke up that morning and someone had broken into his car. And all I could see was the glass on the ground. I just started crying. And I remember my fiance looking at me, and I looked at him, and I looked back at the ground, and I just looked at him, and he just took my head and just, buried it in his chest like there's nothing that we could say. There's nothing we could say. So I just cried right there in the street, and he just let me cry. But I lied about it, and I'll never forget that because, I went through this whole elaborate story of lying to my father that someone stole the car, and then I just felt so ripped inside about it. I just remember that was it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not lying anymore because when I do, it hurts my soul. And so, I did. And there was a couple other times as a child that I remember lying, and it just ripped me apart. And a lot of it was because I was so spiritually gifted, and I wanted to ignore what Spirit was telling me because I was learning that everybody was not getting the same messages as clearly as I was. I was not seeing angels and spirits. And so it was really, an ascension process for that phase of my spiritual life. So like I said, I will not lie to you. This is spiritual work in December. You have to put in that effort. And I'm going to share this with you. I have been in an abusive relationship. I have been in an abusive relationship that I remember being punched across the side of my face and having to go to the dentist, and the dentist stopping and looking at me and asking me what happened. And I remember, I didn't know what to say, and I knew that I wasn't going to lie to him. And I forget what he said, but he gave me a counselor to go to. He didn't make me feel less than or anything. And he didn't make me pay for the chipped tooth either. He helped me pro bono, helped me as an earth angel. And so I've been there. And I will tell you all listening to this who are in abusive relationships that you absolutely can get out. And it is a matter of a lot of work inside, but understanding when you are done, you are done. Okay? And following the signs that Spirit sends us. Those doorways open, those portals open. And within those openings, jump through. Jump through. And when you do jump through, you jump to the other side, and there is a fresh air waiting for you to inhale deeply to get you to the next portal and door. And it is a progression. It is a progression. It was for me, and it is for many clients in our coaching sessions, okay? And I will tell you that in our readings, I am very blessed to be guided to say to clients that are in abusive relationships to call them on it, because that's what Spirit shows. And it is that moment often that they understand that they haven't been hiding it as well as they think they have. Okay? So if you are in any relationships that really require healing, this is a great time to do it and to bid all of the toxicity a farewell. Healing also in being a chronic abuser. Okay, let me put it out there. This is the month for healing energy. Okay. And this is just spiritual work. It really is. So healing happens in all forms. And again, behavior is changeable. We do it all the time in our coaching sessions. And it is my spiritual foundation and my morals and ethics that I coach by, also by the ICF regulations and accreditation board. And absolutely everything is grounded in Spirit. Love you guys. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Blessed healing. And I'll see you very soon.